So I'm here to introduce you to a concept that is called Compact 2. And it's an application of anaerobic digestion technology, of which you have heard already this afternoon, for urban areas and at household level. So, please, next. Around 6 million tons of solid waste are generated per day in the world. And what is worst is that this amount is increasing, 37% increase in 5 years due to urbanization and population growth, consumerism. And most of this waste is not even collected, so it ends up clogging water pipes or water canals. And the fraction of it that is actually collected most of the times ends in open dumps and being incinerated or burned, creating also a lot of health risks, any of the options. So that's the inspiration, the motivation to carry out this design. This picture I took 3 years ago in the Philippines when I was in Cabiao. And what really struck me of the situation of is not only the hopeless setting, but the hope and the cheerfulness of the children in such a setting. And it's for that that I think we should work. It's not only for energy, but for transforming the lives of people. That's what I studied for. So here in the top part, you can see different anaerobic digesters designed for the organic fraction of solid waste. These are all centralized types of digesters. The one in that corner is a dry anaerobic digester, high-tech here in Europe. It costs $700 per ton to digest organic waste in such a facility. And the others are in developing countries. This is wet digestion, and this is also a dry digestion facility. Most of the facilities in developing countries are in fact wet. And wet has many problems, technical, because it forms an scum layer, and also it creates there can be short-circuiting of the residues, but also you use a lot of water to digest a residue that comes in solid form. And then you also have a lot of digestate, a lot of fertilizer to dispose of in an urban area where maybe you don't have so many possibilities to dispose it. So it's not the best technology for solid waste and also not for urban areas. Here we have the innovation that I want to introduce you. It's called Compact 2, and it's a household level digester. And why at household level is because of two main reasons. One is costs, and second is management. A centralized digester facility costs a lot, not only because of its investment cost, but also because of collecting and transporting waste. 10 to 15% of municipalities' budget goes to dealing with solid waste. And of that budget, 80% is collection only. And so collecting waste is a waste of money. So I believe we should go for household level because of that, and also because of management reasons, because to run any of those plants, you need enough quantity and good quality of waste. And that's very difficult to achieve as well. You don't have the waste sorted properly, or you have a municipality not working well, you don't have the amount of waste needed. This plant is not working exactly because of that reason. So this is household level. And the other innovation is that it's dry digestion. So it's dry digestion because with dry digestion you use less water, and you can optimize the different stages in anaerobic digestion. So you have an acidifying part and a methanizing part, both of them working at optimal conditions. So this is a summary of the benefits of the design. First, in the top part, we have a household level application of digestion with wet technology. It is about 1 cubic meter, only the tank. And with this system, I believe we can go to 0.2 to 5 times less volume. The second is that we can build it small and in a simple way, so either prefabricated or in a way that is self-assembled for those places where reaching with a big company is complicated. Third, as I mentioned, you can save water, not just a little bit of water, but a lot of water, about 14 liters per kilogram waste. And fourth, you can reach so many households. There are other two advantages that are general for anaerobic digestions that are diminishing greenhouse gas emissions between 300 and 600 kilograms CO2 equivalents per kilogram waste treated. And you can also diminish you can also create this fertilizer that other people have talked about. In this case, we're generating less and more concentrated fertilizer, which is also a gain. You can increase food security in urban areas with that. And then for my final, the business case is more or less like this. We have a manufacturer company that is going to build the Compact 2, and that Compact 2 will go be a sales or service provider to the client. The client can save around $150 to $500 per year in energy, and that allows him to pay for the machine in 1 to 2 years time, or even less, even in months. We can act as a knowledge development center that is actually releasing the technology for a company to manufacture, or those two functions can be joined in one. And then we have municipalities, which I think is very important, because municipalities are saving a lot of money if they don't have to collect the waste. And that money can be actually given for the client for better purchasing, for having more power to purchase the initiative, and or also for reinvesting in green areas and so on. So that's a very short. Thank you.